As much as I speak this sense of positivity or vibe, bila Aris nyanyi, I always tell people I am no advocate to happiness and stuff like that. Kalau kita boleh happy, boleh. Tapi bila nak sedih pun sedih je. But the moment my busking stop, snap up out to reality and then we live life again. Because we gotta do what we gotta do. But when you come for my therapy session, nangis lah. Kau nak buat apa pun buat. You can merayu. I've seen them cry and then they tell me, you know, I'm so blessed to hear. Alhamdulillah. And if I've made even a small impact, I'm blessed already. Itu Arif punya nawai tu. You know, that's my niat as a street therapist like Kira.
Okay guys, pada semua sponsor out there, kalau korang ada produk untuk kita tunjuk, silakan kontak kita, DM kita. Kerana apa? Kita akan buat apa, Cik?
Kita akan buat advertising untuk korang, kita akan buat promo video untuk korang, dan kita juga boleh buat review untuk korang.
Yes, jadi apa korang tunggu lagi? Lupa aku.
Jadi korang jangan tunggu lagi. Kontak kami sekarang, The Bubble Clan Podcast. Jangan risau kerana harga marhain guys. The Bubble Clan Podcast.
Hi Clan, you are with us, The Bubble Clan Podcast, with our main sponsor, Faizal Muslim.
Okay guys, Faizal Muslim is here. So if you got any property related question, contact me at 93880120.
Yes, let's go!
Yeah.
What's up guys? Kembali lagi kita ya Pat.
Ya betul tu.
Apa yang betul Pat?
Betulnya kalau kita kembali lagi ke rancangan episod terbaru The Bubble Clan yang dipanggil The Bubble Music.
Wow. Jadi kalau kita panggil Bubble Music, definitely topik kita mestilah pasal
music
dan juga musician, penyanyi ke apa-apalah yang bersangkut paut dengan
betul tu
dengan apa?
Yes.
Kenapa anda dah ketawa?
Pasal aku ceria. Hari ni ada seseorang yang menceriakan kita.
Siapakah itu?
Jadi korang kena dengar terus dalam Bubble Clan Podcast.
Jadi pada hari ini kita telah menjemput seseorang.
Wow.
Seseorang. Okay, seseorang penyanyi lah kan. Kita panggil siapa lagi kalau kita nak panggil untuk rancangan Bubble Music. Definitely is going to be a singer, performer and everything lah.
Betul
kan.
tu Rash. Correct.
Betul.
Jadi seseorang ni dia quite young lah. But then I can say that dia quite talented.
Oh,
untuk umur dia.
is it quite young because kita dah old ke macam mana?
Tak ada, bukan pasal dia quite young kita old. Dia quite young, tapi kita younger.
Kita very young.
Kita
okay.
the young ones. Baby with the young ones. So this is the guy yang aku bawakan khas.
Wow, dari mana kau fly dia ni, Mat?
Oh, dia datang dari jauh kan. Daripada Amokyo kita bawa dia.
Oh, jauh.
This is the guy, the street therapist.
Assalamualaikum my brothers.
Waalaikumsalam.
First and foremost, I just want to say I'm humbled. Wow. Truly from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you so
every
much.
opportunity, every artist, just doakan yang terbaik for the both of you.
Amin.
Your team, and I'm just truly blessed to be here.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Aku dah rasa macam ada malaikat aminkan doa tu tadi.
Amin. Right, dia berbual pun dah sedap.
Baru berbual. Belum menyanyi.
Ya, itulah.
Dengar tapi kau pun boleh nyanyi lawan dia kan? Kau cakap tadi?
Tak ada. Aku A dengan A pun tak tahu.
Aku R dengan L selalu terbalik.
Betul terbalik. Okay. Alright, kita nak kenal lah pasal dengan the street therapist kita ni kan. Okay, the street therapist. Itu bukan nama sebenar
Bukan.
Jadi nama sebenar anda siapa ni?
Haris bin Osman.
Wow.
HBO.
So my name is Haris bin Osman. I go by the name of the street therapist. Saya seorang pemuzik jalanan. With that being said, saya busking. Primarily orang tahu saya dari busking. Dari semenjak I would say I started around 2017. That's when I actually got my license.
Okay.
So then after that, that's when the journey began.
So back to the name, the street therapist. There are plenty of names out there yang you can choose lah apparently
for
kan.
sure.
So why the street therapist?
Bro, if I had to be honest with you, actually saya pun tak tahu. Tapi it just came up to me macam, I mean how it came about is I understand that music to a certain extent can be a form of therapy. Therapeutic. You know how it goes. Whatever genre, like you got your hip hop, your Malay songs, whatever galau jiwang. To a certain extent, it can be someone's therapy. So I perform in the streets, and that's how we came by the street therapist.
Wow.
I try.
Wow. Jadi anda telah bernyanyi dan mencuburi bidang nyanyian ni daripada umur berapa ni sebenarnya?
Okay. First and foremost, saya minta maaf. Melayu saya tak fasih sangat.
Nah, it's okay. Boleh kita campur.
Boleh
Kita
buat mainstream tak?
campur.
It's okay.
Ni kau cakap Hawaii mah.
Macam Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Itian.
Oh, habla Espanyol? Tak tahu lah Espanyol. Aku Mexican Jawa. Okay. Tak apa. Kita boleh mix dia. No worries. Okay.
Semenjak bila when I started music, I would say at a very very tender and young age of I have been exposed dari 1-2 years old memang kira music in my household. My family are more orientated to the artsy background. So my father pun suka dengan music. Dia pun main dengan dekat band dulu bars and stuff. His band if I'm not wrong, kalau tak salah zaman 80-an 70-an, his band was called Sapphire. He used to play at bars and
I see.
So I have been cultivated through music from there. It has never been imposed to me like kau belajar music, but more of I just tengok my bapa dengan dia punya sarung main gitar lagi jamming, and then I see also my uncle pun main music, then my mom is an art teacher, so it's very through that line, but it has never been like kau pergi belajar kelas ni kelas tu. It's just naturally it took off. So to answer your question, I would say I think the proper thing dekat primary 1 tu my mom say ada talent show, so get up there and try.
Main recorder ke? Tak, bukan
Tak main. It was a song called Mother of Mine. Mother of Mine. So I pergi talent show, main dengan gitar, and ever since that it just became an adrenaline, an addiction. Pasal kira macam you get orang tepuk tangan or just for people to listen to you. But rasa it just get hooked. So then every Teachers Day dari primary 1, primary 2, primary 3, 4 onwards, people know me as that guy ke Teachers Day asyik nyanyi je lah. And then after that it took off bigger in a sense where lepas I graduate then boleh ambil busking license, then I tried that out lah. So it started young lah, I would say, very young.
So bila growing up punya period tu lah kan, I mean like apart from you mentioning that your parents, I mean like your father, your uncle was the main inspiration for you. Tapi in terms of like macam singers or performers, siapa idola sebenarnya ni?
Okay, actually fun fact, when it comes to genre, as much as my genre as the street therapist when I perform, I think it lean towards more of music slow ballad. I would say my kind of genre is very sendu, jiwang. I try to attract, not say sadness,
Kira
but
orang sakit hati punya
biar tarik lah. I try to captivate that. Tapi actually my top genre that I actually listen to on a daily basis is hip hop. But it's something that hip hop I'm paling favourite lah. You name it. I think hip hop goes beyond just the sound. I like the punya culture. You know how it goes in deep with the history of it. I think it's very strong. That art form. So I memang kira macam fanatic hip hop, but I know I really tak boleh rap lah, so I nyanyi. So with that being said, to answer your question, apa yang question?
Itulah.
Kan?
The question is siapakah artis kan idola inspiration
when I was young, Aris punya first genre when I see dari my dad is I would say Judas Priest, you punya British rock, the loudness. That's what my first concert bila Aris primary 6, my father brought me to Iron Maiden live in Singapore. And that I remember vividly bila tu it was Flight 666. So the beauty about it was so prominent pasal I know the singer, which is Bruce ni Iron Maiden, dia yang bawa pilot the plane to every tour, So he bought the whole jet, brought the whole crew, a whole Airbus Boeing, dia land kat Singapore. The style. Habis kat belakang dia punya wing kat belakang tu, Iron Maiden dia punya skeleton kat belakang. It was so betul. Lady. So that was my first. So I was very exposed to, I would say, rock and roll. Then after that, inspiration why it kept changing. It went from the Judas Priest pasal I was at that stage, and then bila masuk secondary school, a bit of post-hardcore, the BMTH, Bring Me The Horizon, Pierce the Veil. So every phase of my life there were different genres, but also at the same time I was very much inspired by my kakak. Kakak is 5 years older than me. So her music taste then bila Aris primary 1, dia primary 5, she was in the era of Baron Bros, Api, all that. So I was exposed to that as well. So thanks to her, I kira kakak also my role model lah. Fashion semua I ikut. Bila I primary 1, habis nampak dorang zaman, the zaman camera bag, stuff.
Crumpler
all that. It was, I give all due, respect, and I would say everything goes to my kakak because that's my inspiration.
Wow,
So it
that's
changed.
nice.
Baron Bros itu I had so many idola, and then now at this point of time when you come to my genre, I would say it lean towards more the Louis Capaldi, James Arthur, this and that. Nah, that kind Aris suka. Yeah, macam that kind.
Okay, seperti yang kita dengar tadi lah. Kira kan keluarga dia penuh dengan seni lah.
Dia betul. And lagi satu ni,
Penuh dengan seni,
from what I see lah, I mean like, correct me if I'm wrong, but you are those type of person yang very sentimental, really take inspiration from your orang-orang yang terdekat lah.
Yes,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
think tak semua orang selalu dapat, tak semua orang bernasib baik tahu untuk dapat
lalui benda
this kind
tu,
of inspiration
correct.
In my
kan.
opinion, actually, to me, inspiration comes in so many forms.
True.
Me coming out of this podcast meeting, y'all, that's an inspiration itself.
You
Wow,
inspire.
that's inspired.
Everything, every jalan, every step that I take, life as a whole is really beautiful.
Nice.
Not to come off cliche according, but Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Aris betul-betul bersyukur.
Yeah.
Every part and parcel of my life dari I muda ke young, and then my first, and if I'm able to share my first prior NS bila Aris done my national service, I went into my first full-time job was a welfare officer at a destitute home. Means orang yang tak ada rumah. So I took care of them. So I took care of them. That one so jalan cerita every resident that I took care. That one also inspired me. So that's why the songs that I sing, I always emphasize, there's a sense of emphasis. There's someone that's different when it comes to, I like to sing and I sing my heart out. You boleh dengar dia punya beza. Someone enjoy sing nyanyi.
Correct,
But when
correct.
singing your heart out allows you to connect. That's when the
correct.
craft happens.
Yeah, because I ever experience macam like one of your TikTok comments tahu ada orang komen, bro nyanyi pakai mulut jangan pakai hati, dia cakap kan. Kira dia dah feel sangat tu.
Yes.
Kira it really touches lah. Kau susah sikit Pak kalau aku rasa.
Aku nyanyi pakai perut.
From the
From
Yeah, so bila kita cakap pasal busking ni, definitely there are many other platforms kan yang you boleh ketengahkan your talent in terms of radio, talent time, or maybe like macam like TV and such.
Yeah.
Why busking as your main form of media ke atau your platform lah? And secondly, I also need to ask you juga pasal kita pun mungkin nak buat busking lepas ni.
Of course, let's
Kita
do
nak
something
tahu
together, insyaAllah.
Macam mana nak dapat
insyaAllah.
busking license ni sebenarnya?
Okay, number one, why busking? I say that's to me, bro, is the purest form of music. No set list, no lights. Tak tahu on that day and time Tuhan want to bless you with rainbow, sunshine, rain, whatever it is. So when I say that that's the purest form of music, is as real as it is, because you don't know what to expect. You don't know who's gonna come. You don't know you punya artist ni from which part of the world. You play for a gig per se at a situated stage. You can be at Esplanade, this and that. You relatively can learn your audience. Tapi bila busking, you don't know. You need to read the crowd.
Yeah.
Akak Melayu pass by, you know your bro which is Chinese. You have to understand the crowd. So kalau majority is a certain crowd, you play that certain music, you try to connect. So it's like a fishing game as well. You throw the bait, then kalau sekiranya I nampak satu telefon dah come out. So it's as deep as that. No, Aris bukan just nyanyi. I see the reaction. And when I look at the reaction, bila kira maybe they give a sense of emotion, dorang nangis. I always see that nangis. So then it's I don't mean to sound sadistic, but it's more of like, okay, dapat.
Puas hati aku.
Sampai soul lah, masuk dia punya jiwa dia.
Then that's a sense of accomplishment. And then your second question, when it comes to licensing, very simple. All of us buskers, we are licensed by a council, which is National Art Council. Everything is free. But you have to go through a few things. One thing is a workshop, if I'm not wrong, a Zoom workshop. And then you understand a little bit better about the culture of busking in Singapore. After which you will then be shortlisted for an audition.
Okay.
In front of a panel of jury that usually takes place at National Library dekat Bugis. So you get I think dalam 1 tahun maybe it's a quarterly, so you have maybe 3 intakes, and then you come in, you show your talent. If they deem you to be suitable in the streets, perform, and then your license is valid for 1 year.
Okay.
After 1 year, you go through that process again.
So it's a repetitive cycle lah in a way.
Repetitive, but until you reach to a certain point whereby you have attained the license for long, then they see you like you are deemed to be a senior busker. For instance, Alhamdulillah for myself, then they will valid your license for 2 tahun. So now I every 2 years. Alhamdulillah. Senang sikit lah. Yang kesian actually macam pakcik-pakcik.
Betul.
Dengan wheelchair, diorang dah bus, tapi like you know, every year you nampak diorang, wah, piang again Pasal to be honest, the talent doesn't really change.
Yeah,
but I
correct.
also understand the rules and regulations, so I respect it at all costs.
Baru pakcik tahu.
Betul lah. Maknanya dia tak bukan sekali tau, nak kena datang lagi audition lagi.
Repetitive lah.
Repetitive. So kau nak busking apa dah nanti?
Aku rasa susah lah. Aku punya talent ni, aku takut judge ni tak boleh angkat.
Apa talent? Apa talent?
Aku tak nak bilang.
Benda busking ni, right, it's gonna be like your permanent thing to do.
Okay, I'm very deep on the fact that when it comes to passion is one thing, but when money is involved in passion also is another. Really. When you monetize passion, when you monetize your hobby, it can turn into a job. It turns into an 8 to 5. It can start as something macam aku suka, I love this is my life. But then once you start to think of business aspect, how you want to earn from something, nawa itu niat pun dah boleh shift 100%. You know how that goes. So pasal I sayang music so much, to me, for at least, and I give all due respect to those people who are artists that do this from on daily basis. But for me, I would say there are some days that I actually don't want to sing. Okay. So with that being said, I have my full-time job. Okay. I'm doing a few things at one go actually, but busking is my true, I wouldn't say who I am, but it's how I release my emotions. So bila Haris dapat that
it's
opportunity,
channel,
that's the channel. But I won't take it to 8 to 5, and I speak for myself. And with that being said, it's more of bila Haris mampu, and I want to plan an amazing event to connect with people, I will. But to do it on a daily basis, I don't think I'm able to do so. Hence, I have my job, and then for music is when I'm able to do so, Haris go.
Hai, korang ada bisnes, ada HBB dan ada type budget untuk promo. Tunggu apa lagi? Kontaklah kita, The Bubble Clan. Kita ada macam-macam package untuk korang. Yang mana bisnes besar, bisnes kecil, semua kita boleh layan, guys. Jangan takut, harga marhain. Kita boleh discuss macam mana nak bayar, berapa nak bayar, semua kita boleh buat. Tunggu apa lagi? Kontak kita sekarang, The Bubble Clan Podcast.
Yeah, I really truly agree with the facts that macam like it's quite challenging lah kan to be in Singapore and then doing this as a full time.
Correct. And there are people that do it, which is amazing,
definitely.
bro.
Correct.
Hasil lain, you tengok, and Busker's number one best friend punya app is MEA punya weather punya channel.
Oh yeah.
You tengok, you really have to plan out lah.
So kalau kita macam dah busking ni for you Haris, dah busking for quite some time lah kan. Definitely there are plenty of locations in Singapore that you bus at lah kan. Ada tak tempat yang favourite?
Definitely. They know
Mana? Is it MBS?
Yes, MBS. So MBS is where it is. I have the choices, like I say, dekat busking, when it comes to the busking scheme, Alhamdulillah, they give you so many opportunities of busking. I mean, you have your Orchard, you have your Handy Road, Dhoby Ghaut, you had dulu pun ada Bussorah Street, so many. But why I choose Marina, number one, I'm not fighting with traffic.
Okay.
Kalau dekat Ion, wow, you know, kereta bising. Number two is, I would say kalau dekat Orchard pun, you are fighting with the news dekat belakang, you know,
the billboard lah.
The billboard, this and that. But when at Marina, it's just Marina. Although yes, you have challenges like upcoming ada F1, fireworks, National Day. So itu boleh, you will have your set of challenges. But to me, the vibe is immaculate lah kat sana. Kira you go there, the lights, everything, you will just automatically fall into it. And then the background is all skyscrapers mah.
So this apa, I'm curious.
Yes,
I'm just curious pasal this location ni, you can choose yourself or you nak kena macam book dulu the place.
Correct.
Is it?
So you are able to choose yourself, but that's a booking system. So you log in through your SingPass, you masuk, once you are legitimate and valid per se busker, you masuk your SingPass, you are able to book any of the designated locations in Singapore. So sekiranya lah besok nak book, I tengok, okay, maybe I try Marina, tengok let's say 8 to 5 5 to 8 PM tak ada tu, I book the slot, means it's reserved for me. Orang is blocked off lah. That's how it goes.
Faham. Ada sistem lah for the to block the place.
Which is great.
Which is good lah, correct.
When I started in 2017, they give 5 designated locations. So sekiranya kau boleh bus kat sini, you cannot go other places. And the challenge I would say is first come first serve basis. Kat sana you dah nampak bus ke jalan lah. You cannot already one. And then you have to respect the space lah. Sekiranya you still want to bus at that place, distance yourself a little bit, and then make sure it doesn't interrupt the other performer.
Faham.
So leceh lah. But now that you have this, also has its sets of challenges. It has its flaws, but to me, I'm still thankful pasal kadang-kadang orang just pre-book. Kira because the slot opens every 1st and the 15th in the month. So orang 9 AM tu dah standby lah. Tapi kadang-kadang diorang pun no show. So
ini macam book badminton court.
Diorang dah book tapi no show. Alamak.
Betul pasal. Tapi kalau benda-benda gini, bila kita cakap places untuk perform and such thing lah, definitely tadi kita dah tanyakan tempat paling favourite. So tempat yang paling challenging tu mana you rasa? I mean, apart from traffic, apart from something yang kita tak boleh ubah lah, which is like macam buildings lah, road lah, anything kan. Macam ada any experience when you feel macam you strumming your guitar tengah nyanyi, tapi orang bolayan sih.
The fact is, it's not about where, I would say. To a certain extent, yes, dia main peranan. Tapi sekiranya when you talk about busking, if I said Marina back in 2017, memang tak ada orang. People don't sit, but it's your due diligence as a busker how to get. Of course, number one, you incorporate social media.
Yeah.
Number two, how is your stage presence? Dulu when I start 2017 pun, to me, my ibarat is very simple. You like or you don't like, is up to you lah. If I captivate that one, but for now I try to accommodate. I understand the crowd. I try to resonate. I interact as well. But back then I would say it was just of I just nyanyi. You suka tak suka kau pay pasal lah. Kira at that time no. But then when I understood that as a musician, I think especially when I look up to the mentors and this how they challenge themselves is things like that lah. How are you gonna go out of your comfort zone? Say lagu, you asyik nak jiwang. What about you try your lagu happy? Because that might resonate to someone. Music is like makanan lah. It's not gonna be for everyone.
Yeah, correct.
What I sing so might not be for somebody.
Correct,
So
yeah.
to each his own. But if you answer challenging location, position, place that I've had, I would say the one and only time that I nyanyi at Apple Store, right in front of Orchard. Number one, susah I would say because, and that's when I came back from busking, because I have a lot of pause. As much as I've done this from 2017, tapi I have also had pauses, meaning like 1 year I take a break.
Hiatus,
Hiatus, because as a creative, I think both of you understand kadang-kadang you just need that pause to like get your juices going again. Kalau on a basis, memang kadang-kadang you just doing it because you're doing it, and then to find that love again, to know why you're doing what you're doing, you have to have this pause to breathe. So dekat Apple Store tu, number one yang challenge dekat Orchard tu, because tu bopian. Marina dah book, Ion Orchard dah book, semua dah book lah.
Apa ada pakai lah.
I just try. I try. But to me that one Orchard. So I just try. Tak ada orang lah. Kira I just go, habis nyanyi, tak ada. Try to study the crowd. Then after that, this was the 1st of June 2024. And then pass by, dah semua tak ada. Even orang kita pun tak ada. Then pass by this group of Malay females, these girls. Then I try to bait lah. So I dah buka I think lagu Bila Cinta Gio. I dah nyanyi lagu Melayu lah. Then dah bait, then diorang dah vibe. So there came like 4 or 5 of them, I think 3 to 4 of them, diorang dah stand. So automatically human instinct, orang dah nampak crowd kat sana, orang start to slowly build up, slowly build. So and then through that, it slowly became a blessing. It was challenging, but then because also tak ada tempat duduk, it's just Apple Store, so dia tak ada macam corner to sit and chill and relax. So then after that, it was challenging. I tried to build up and stuff, and then Alhamdulillah, to me that was the most memorable day, because till then on that with that 3 to 4 females that were in front of me, now Alhamdulillah she is my tunang. That's how I met my
So
partner.
kira betul lah kalau artis fall in love dengan fan.
Yalah, betul lah
Bukan fan. Dia professional man.
Admit je lah.
Kira betul lah. Kira kan betul. Muzik akan lalu ke hati juga.
Betul.
Sampai ke hati dia.
Tapi tak semua music sampai ke hati.
Tak semua
It
music,
also depends on the performance, like you mentioned just now. Because kalau it's just strictly for money,
Correct.
you're just singing for the sake of
you
singing.
really have to read. So Alhamdulillah, when I was trying to read my tunang, in her head, please play this song. It's called Penjaga Hati by Nadif.
Wah.
Penjaga Hati.
Nadif pasal lama.
In her head, like, please. She was saying to her friend, like, I wish he sing Penjaga. And then Cun rezeki Allah bagi
ada ilham dia datang.
I pun nyanyi Penjaga. Dia pun excited lah.
Wow.
Then
Nice.
the rest was history lah, bro.
Okay, itu tadi kita dah buat pasal punya location punya inilah susah payah dia kan. But susah tak nak set up macam mana about the lighting, the microphone. You gerak seorang kan? Gerak secara solo, is it? Then barang-barang ni semua macam mana?
So back in 2017, yes, I gerak seorang. Gerak seorang.
Seorang.
I gerak solo. To an extent whereby the things that I hold my luggage, my speaker, it was as simple. Actually, the setup was very simple. Speaker, amplifier, guitar, mic stand, dah. And then that dulu I beli dekat I think mana tu tempat Sim Lim Square, ada dia punya mic stand, and then ada boleh taruh telefon sekali.
Okay.
So very simple, minimal. I drag that back in 2017 pun belum ada lesen, belum ada the facilities to have my own transport. So I go through MRT lah. Dari Amokyo naik Bayfront seorang, drag go, and then book. But the setup was very simple. But for what I have today, and like I say, Tuhan, sorry bro, I mean I'm just very indebted with whatever I got going on in life. Even to meet you all, it's an honor. So like I say, every journey, and for what I have today, what I have now, with great, not responsibility, but to a certain extent with great crowd that comes by now, setup pun kena lebih tune kan.
So when kena up the game,
lah to accommodate, because that one speaker cannot cannot get people to hear.
Okay.
And then Tuhan pun bless me now with a team. So now Aris don't gerak alone anymore. So
Alhamdulillah.
shout out to my fiance Akila, shout out to Olan, which you were in. So Olan pun is where I met through busking, and then now he assists me as well. His partner Faz, and then I have, so the team now is them, and then I have Udin, which is my sound engineer.
Okay.
So he's in charge of sound, whereby I start by myself. Then when I was at Ion, one of the gigs, he just said like, bro, can I help? And he studies sound. He has his own studio, this and that. But at that point of time, I'm always skeptical, like, dia ni nak tolong aku pasal apa? You know, you have been alone, so that's the defense mechanism. And then he just kept helping me. And then before that, I went to his studio at home dekat dia tinggal Bukit Panjang. And then basically my team ni is just pure, tak nak anything in return lah. They just want to help. And then also shout out to my brother Shukri and his partner blank Fina. So all of them are my team that helps me with everything right now.
Nice,
So
ada
I'm
team.
indebted.
Alhamdulillah rezeki
So because kalau sekiranya now with the capacity of people that I'm busking for, kalau jalan seorang memang tak boleh, bro.
Betul.
I have to settle this. One has to settle money. And I have an open mic segment to ensure that the unheard voices are heard.
Wow.
So they grow my Telegram channel. Dorang masuk, someone's in charge. Okay, then kumpul the people that wants to sing at the side, taruh dalam notes, then get them to say what song they want. My Olan, Udin, whoever will put the song title through the notes that we share. Dekat my iPad, dorang dah duduk, they just press the YouTube link. Semua lah, it's not busking anymore, bro. It's a whole production, I would say. But it's in the streets lah. It's as raw as it gets, so it's pretty cool.
But aku really enjoy tau macam benda-benda macam yang busking ataupun daripada seorang, lepas tu dah ada team, and everyone ada responsibilities masing-masing, ada roles masing-masing jugalah kan. Betul tak, Riz? So you are very lucky, I think. Yeah. And I also feel that ini semua rezeki lah.
Betul-betul.
Yeah, I mean like benda-benda macam gini, kalau kita really put our heart and soul dengan keikhlasan hati, I believe God will
Betul, bro.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Dengan niat lah. Kita kata nama itulah.
It's the intent lah, bro. Like I say, why are you doing what you're doing? Sekiranya you are doing it comes with a set of challenges. Because I would say what the life that I have now, apa yang Aris tengah buat, is something that betul dulu when I young, I doa. Tak tahulah it would be through busking or whatever, but to do what I love to do only when I want to do it, I think that's an absolute treasure lah.
Of course, yeah. Because this kind of opportunity tak semua orang dapat lah kan. Yeah. Tapi kita nak tahu juga Riz, macam in Singapore, okay, in kita ambil Singapore context lah, kita belum ada lagi lah kita nampak macam like busker terus go to mainstream. Okay, tapi it happens in countries like neighboring country macam Malaysia, macam Indonesia. I mean like kalau Malaysia kita tengok ramai kali buskers, you know, everyone there terus dah jadi commercial, you know, very mainstream. Kalau Indonesia kita ada Zinedine Zidane, Triswaka and all that. Are you looking nak going towards that direction ke, ataupun you want to go bigger than that?
Like I said lah, I think, and it's something that I have to reiterate. I don't know what's in store for me in terms of what he has planned out for me, but I would really say that for now, Aris buat ni as a street therapist to actually truly impact when I can impact. And as a therapist as well, I think you have to therapize yourself.
Therapize,
Therapize yourself. So if I want to fully, because Aris tak percaya, and I don't like the stigma and the fact of kat Singapore kau tak boleh maju. In any form of arts, I don't like. Kalau kau nak, kau nak. You can shift wherever you gotta go. It's an unsafe thing. But for me, and I speak for myself, I'm not comfortable. I will never be comfortable with where I'm at. I always want to elevate. Tapi to what extent, I would say it's something that it's more of a side thing. It's never
main thing for you.
Never meant for me, because like I said, there are really some days tak boleh nyanyi, bro. I wake up, I don't feel like singing. Some days I just want to be with my family, not to think of what I want to write. And I don't, primarily, even though I do have originals, as a musician that wants to go into mainstream, you have to have your own writings. And I would say Aris tak fasih sangat in that realm. I am more of cover. I dengar, my kind of style is kira macam jukebox lah. Kira macam you takes one of your favorite songs, I try to make it better. Then that's my craft, that's my art. Tapi if you want to be a mainstream, alhamdulillah, someone that aspires to be a musician, you got to start writing. And for me, maybe I'm not blessed with that. I used to, maybe time macam heartbroken kan. Tapi sekarang dah happy sangat.
Itu normal.
Dah happy sangat tak boleh tulis lah bro. So maybe that's why.
Moga-moga sentiasa happy Haris.
Alhamdulillah.
Tak apa, waktu heartbroken pun boleh tak happy song patah hati.
Betul. Dia masih tahu je. Dia nak promote lagu dia je.
Okay. Tadi kita dah berbual pasal yang sokongan yang Haris terima, all the support, everything, right? Okay, nak tanya a bit something sensitive lah.
Okay.
How about the negative comments? Do you have received any negative comments?
Inevitable lah bro. I think the idea of you sign up for this, you get what comes with it.
Comes with
Negative,
package,
positive,
yeah.
as a package and you just alhamdulillah. There is no other explanation than to kalau kau nak mengamuk, you set yourself up over there. So why do you want to even give energy to something that doesn't even energize? To me lah. Pasal like it's like I say, it's to each his own. Aris punya nyanyian, Aris punya, even though maybe banyak orang suka, tapi ada 1, 2, 10, 20, if diorang tak suka, then they will find another busker. Aris doakan yang terbaik and they will find another busker that is suited for them, not me. But that's okay. But it doesn't get to my head. Okay lah, the Aris macam fikir betul off key ke, betul rabak ke, and then it's just you just improve from there.
It's lebih kepada komen yang membina to you, right?
I'm totally okay with it. I take it. I am not someone to dwell on that. For I have so many more things to be blessed and be happy about. Apa yang benda kecil, to me is just.
I really love your positive.
Yes, correct.
Positivity. That tersasut pakai Tommy enggak senang nak buat.
Positiveness.
As much as I speak this sense of positivity or vibe, bila Aris nyanyi, I always tell people I am no advocate to happiness and stuff like that. Kalau kita boleh happy, boleh. Tapi bila nak sedih pun sedih je. But the moment my busking stop, snap out to reality and then we live life again. Because we got to do what we got to do. But when you come for my therapy session, nangis lah. Kau nak buat apa pun buat. You can merayu. I've seen them cry and then they tell me, I'm so blessed to hear. Alhamdulillah. And if I've made even a small impact, I'm blessed already. Itu Arif Menawai tu. That's my niat as a street therapist lah kira.
Tapi kalau sekarang I want to ask, kalau one day you busking kat tepi, Pat pula datang as audience, dia nak nyanyi, boleh ke?
Of course.
It's open mic ke?
That's why I have this segment called an open mic session. To why I do that is because when I started busking in 2017, how the story went is actually a friend told me to, there was a busker at Marina, and then she told me, try busking. So I went up and then I asked the busker, can I sing? And then bila I felt that energy from raw street performing, that's when I went to take my license.
Wow.
So through then I want to share this per se platform, pasal not everyone is I would say has this opportunity. Some people are bedroom singers, bathroom singers, whatever it
Kita
might
banyak
be.
bathroom singers.
You know how it goes, man. So when they come up, they sometimes find that confidence. And then after that they start, like for instance Olan I met through my open mic sessions. So then he said like it was Udin's friend of course, but then Udin was saying, kau you try to get him to sing I think he sang Misha Omar punya song, this and that, and then it blew out also for him. He posted that video, it blew out, and then alhamdulillah now himself he's a licensed busker.
Wow.
So that is his cerita lah, to say.
So kira boleh lah Pak, kalau kau nak nyanyi.
Next aku tengah tengok dia pergi mana, aku datang cakap, hi, can I sing?
Tapi kejap, sebelum kau tahu dia pergi mana, sebelum kau tahu dia pergi mana, macam mana kita nak tahu Haris pergi mana ni bila busking?
Oh yes.
Okay, so basically it's all social media orientated. In a sense, I will update my TikTok, which is at HB0HHH. That's TikTok. And for Instagram, it's HXRRS. Tapi wherever you can search the street therapist, inshallah it will come out lah. And then what I'm also blessed is that now I have incorporated a Telegram channel, which I am very honored and very proud to say that I think in a span of maybe 5-6 months is close to 1,000 following already. So through there is where I connect with my listeners. So per se dorang nak nyanyi or dorang ada song request, whatever update kat sana lah, kat Telegram channel. The Telegram channel goes by the street therapist.
Wow.
So that's how it goes.
Tapi do you share your video ngaji pula? Kau tengok lah aku nak
Video ngaji.
Do you share your video nyanyi kat dalam Telegram juga ke macam mana?
Time to time covers. It's more of like an exclusive thing lah. Kira if you join there, sometimes you get covers, you get like just Sometimes
Ada bonus track lah kira.
even like general, like on Mondays, if I have mampu and I have free time, a song that probably inspired me, I'll just put on my Telegram channel. I hope you guys have a beautiful Monday. Here's a song for you guys. Kalau just picit lah. Kalau suka juga. That kind of thing. I have a playlist for my listeners as well.
Okay, cakap pasal playlist kan?
Okay, silakan.
Cakap pasal playlist ni, selalunya satu set tu how long for that one day? How long? Then satu, then kalau boleh lah kita nak tahu juga about the earnings ni okay tak? Macam
Okay,
mana?
of course. So busking, I would say when it comes to the time and duration, it would be around max. I do 1 hour 30 minutes to 2 hours lah.
Okay.
So I start usually commences maghrib habis dah settle. Then after that by 7:30 it begins, and then maybe I push until 10 lah. So it's around 2 hours, 1 hour 30 minutes around that time frame. How much you earn, I would say it actually is very dependent. How I began, how I started back in 2017, on an average bro, 1 jam back when tak ada orang datang and all that, you're talking about $40-50, which you think about it, 1 jam, which job is going to bless you with that kind of money? For people like, $10 per hour jobs, that kind of wages. So I was just so blessed lah. And then, but now with it being bigger, I would say, it will alhamdulillah reach hundreds, this and that. So, but I would say it's just, I always emphasize, there's a sense of emphasis that when it comes to this money stuff, it's always secondary. For them to listen, for them to kira have an emotion or talk to me afterward means more than all of that.
Wow.
Tapi pernah tak ada orang datang kat kau at your set then suddenly dia cakap macam asking for a song, but you don't know that song, macam mana?
Of course. All the time. Like I said, that's as raw as it gets when busking. So what I do when bila I tak, because people have this perspective whereby buskers need to know all the songs.
Yes,
that's one challenge. Kira everything that you throw also they go, but that's not the case. Maybe not for me. Aris tak fasih sangat. I'm not as good as others, I would say. But what I try to do, I try to get them to know. I try to get them the songs that they ask me to sing. The next time they come by, I will try my best to sing it. Because I'm very strong on one thing. If the song doesn't connect with me, and the song maybe I can't do the song better than the original, I won't sing it. Because like if some songs are just not meant for you, kalau you tak suka that nasi lemak or that certain food, you just won't consume it. Right?
Yes, correct.
So kalau sekiranya that song don't vibe with me, then I just have to unfortunately reject lah. Respectfully, then I will give them other alternatives. Oh, maybe from this era you have this song. Do you want to hear that? And then usually they're okay lah. You have to switch it up lah.
Nice lah. Ini kan bukan you have to macam PR jugalah kan.
Of course lah. I mean like benda-benda macam gini, especially when you are macam busking and everything, you nak kena jaga hati orang juga Pak. I mean like pasal dia nak resonate with them. Dia nak, I want you to feel my voice, I want you to feel my music. Something along that line lah aku rasa.
So I mean when it comes like you speak about monetizing this craft and hobby, I think primarily when it comes to busking is my marketing game already.
Yeah.
That's why I make it very exclusive in a sense. When I started busking back in 2017, it used to be on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, bro. I hustle. Kira dah habis NS dah book out, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, go to the street, MRT, dengan luggage, just go. Pasal it also at that point of time, it wasn't just the money, it was my release for everything. So I did that and all that. But now I try to understand that also kalau let's say I do it every week with the crowd that I have, kadang-kadang there's no consumer one, but if I put it like 1 month one time, there's a look forward aspect.
Yes, understood.
Where I would say you talk about monetizing, it's then the private events lah. So because you dah market, can you perform for my wedding, bro? Can you perform at Esplanade for me? Can you perform at Suntec? That's where it's at.
Wow.
Okay, Haris, I nak tanya sikit lah.
Yeah.
Sikit je any sikit.
Okay.
Sikit je. Haris nak tanya, is there any upcoming collaboration going on or any bigger any big events also coming up that we can check it out for the
For sure. Kira exclusive. I haven't pulled out anywhere. I'm gonna hear it at Bubble Clan. This is exclusive. I haven't busked for I think almost 1 month or 2 months now.
Lama tu.
Primarily because I have been focusing, alhamdulillah rezeki Haris. I main Esplanade 2 kali last month, 2 times at Esplanade, Suntec, Mak Besar, side shows for wedding gigs, this and that. But I think, and I'm very confident that now that my partner, my friend, my brother Olan, Mr. Falan Anshori has now attained his busking license.
Nice.
On the 4th of October, inshallah at 7:30 PM, we will do his first ever busking, and it will be team Jiwang Brutals. So we are gonna bring back the old Jiwang songs, and we are gonna let loose lah.
Kat mana ni?
Marina. The place has been booked. I'm just doakan semoga rain tak hujan.
Amin, insyaAllah. Wow.
So that's the next big thing I would say lah, to ensure that I can't wait for Olan, because through even my friends Olan, Shuk, Udin, as much as they are with me, to elevating me in terms of my craft, I want them to elevate for them as well. I want them to succeed as well. So insyaAllah they will do what they have to do.
Cantik.
I will support.
Okay, alang-alang dah pasal collaboration ni kan. Alang-alang lah kan. Orangnya pun ada kat sini. Jadi kalau nak collaboration dengan Bubble Clan pun tak mula malu-malu segan-segan kan.
Pasal
apa? Kita Bubble Clan Podcast pun tengah nak keluarkan lagu baru ni. Lagu terbaru kami yang lagu berjodoh King, Ku Ingin Nombor Kamu. Ya, so kita kalau nak collab dengan The Street Therapist pun tahu
memang it will be more than an honor, my brother. InsyaAllah kita boleh.
I really enjoy it. Really Haris, really thankful for your precious time over here.
I am blessed. Shout out. Also, a side note, if let's say I'm actually looking at collaborations as well for wedding vendors. Okay. Because I have also been into the game. I've played, Alhamdulillah, a lot of wedding gigs. For instances, you name it lah, dari Lagun Sari to wherever lah. It's been quite a lot. But if we can work something out as to be in part of a package, I would love that as well.
Yes,
I would
guys.
love to work to it. Also at the same time, sekiranya I am also insyaAllah doakan Aris pun nak kahwin. I get married. So if there's any people that I want to work together with, let me know as well. However we can collaborate, I think it will be an awesome thing.
Wow. How can they contact you? Once again.
Through my Instagram, whatever social media, you just drop me a message. We will work together.
And the name again?
The Street Therapist.
The Street Therapist.
Yeah. Then apa lagi Sorry, the blank. My mind is you can see lah, bila I berbual ni dah
normal, it's quite normal lah.
Tapi on behalf of the Bubble Clan Podcast, kita ucapkan terima kasih jutaan. Terima kasih kepada The Street Therapist kerana datang, sudi datang ke studio kami, The Bubble Clan Podcast. Dan kita amat teruja lah dengan this positiveness by this Haris. The Street Therapist memang terapi malam ni.
Whatever you all got going on, bro, Haris, betul doakan yang terbaik. Whatever be it comments that are the best comments, the nastiest, whatever you got going on, I wish you all the best, because you all stand for what you all stand. The Bubble Clan, the first time I met, bila I had a podcast with Talk Folks, brothers from the side, to see you all and then to see where you all at now, and for you all to come to tell me that like the interview, betul teruja lah. I'm so humble.
Thank you so much, guys.
Semoga segala urusan dipermudahkan, insyaAllah.
Amin. Kami juga mendoakan semoga dipermudahkan segala urusan Haris juga.
Dan selamat pengantin baru.
InsyaAllah, doakan next year. So ada vendors nak ada sponsorship ke apa, let me know.
Cantik. Sponsorship dan nak sponsor Haris, jangan lupa untuk follow dia The Street Therapy, dan juga pada sponsor-sponsor di luar sana yang ada HBB, boleh contact The Bubble Clan Podcast juga. Jangan lupa untuk sokong juga merchandise kita yang baru, dan join our Telegram, because kita ada update new episodes kat dalam situ, our Spotify, our YouTube semua. And once again, terima kasih kepada Haris, The Street Therapist. And this is your boy Pat Mashima,
and this is Raj over here signing off, and we are the
Bubble Clan. Peace out.
The information provided in the Bubble Clan podcast is for general informational purposes only. The views and opinions expressed in the Bubble Clan podcast are solely those of the altar and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any organization or individual mentioned.